Welcome back to part 2. This is going to be a beautiful tree of life with blue and clear crystals. Part 1 was twisting and something new with the roots that I've never done before. So we'll be doing this together. Before I start beading, what I'd like to do, there are a few things that I like to do. I like to use these. They're like a plastic plier, and you can get them on Amazon. I wouldn't get them at the craft store because they cost more. I just like to gently go over my wires in the same direction that I twisted. It helps to smooth out any, like these little imperfections, if you can see them right here. I just like to smooth them out a little bit because I'm going to come back later anyway and I'm going to bend my chunk, but this just makes it more pleasing to my eye. You don't have to do it. It's just something that I started doing not too long ago, and I really like it. So that's good for me. The tools that we'll be using, I have my needle nose pliers, my wire cutters, and I use 2 pairs of tweezers. Let me get those. I use those after I cut my wire from my branch. And the beads today, the crystals, these beautiful blue and clear. Now, I got these on Shein. They're 8mm and they are not glass crystals like I'm used to working with, but they're just as beautiful. This is a project that I'll hang up just for my workspace. You can get them on Amazon, and they are glass. They come in all different colors and sizes, and they're listed in a playlist of things that I use. So the clear crystals also are on the same, they're all together. They are 8mm for, 4mm bicones, 6mm clear, and 8mm clear and blue. And they are, you can get them to warm. Check them out on my playlist. You'll find what you need right there. So, this tree is definitely different than anything I've ever done. We'll try it and see what happens. Still interested in getting to these roots. That should be fun. So, I'm going to start off, because I cut these 22 inches long, I'm going to put little leaves of 3 bicones. I'm going to do a whole bunch of them, I think, on this tree. I don't want to have to pick through these and make lots of noise, so I'm just going to pull some out. Like that. And when you make a leaf of 3, if you're new here, welcome. I don't edit, so we learn together, and if I make a mistake, we'll fix it together as well. I'd like to put 3. Shape them into like a little triangle. Bring your wire right up to where you twisted from, and support your work right there, and twist your little leaf of 3 4mm bicones. I am not going to be that instructive throughout this entire video. It's more for people that have already made a tree, but you can learn something here, definitely. Now with the longest wire, I'm going to twist always after a leaf. You'll have a longer wire, twist it towards you, just a little bit. I'll be working with 2 wires today, so I'll put beads on both, and I'm going to alternate them in color and size, and I'm just going to have some fun with it. So I'm going to be doing them in small clusters. I'm not going to just string them and bring them down. They're going to be in little groups. So I'm just not sure yet, like how many. Just put them on your wire and then twist it. It'll tell you if you need more. I'm not doing it in any particular way. Just like that. And this tray is all over the place, so I'm not even worried about it being in the middle of the hoop. I would like it to be, but I'm not going to go that crazy with it. And now I'll do another little section. Actually, I think I want to put another twist right there. Yeah, like that. And then I'll be able to see if that's enough or too many. I think that should be probably take that one off. Maybe put a small one. Just until I get used to working with these large crystals. You can never really tell how many you're going to need. No, that looks good to me. So I will bring my wire over to my hoop, bring it over, and keep my finger on it, bring it up, like that, toss it across like that, and then bring it back up, and bring it across like this. And that's how I wire. Put my wires onto my hoop. I don't wrap them around and around. I don't do that anymore. So my preference. I do it like this because I like my tree to be tight when I put bends. I don't want them moving around. So if you're new, I will show you how to make that happen and not have lots of wires. So, but we're not even close to that yet. So what we're going to do is go on to our next branch, which is right here. And we're going to do the same. Just put on a few crystals and a few beads. I mean, a few blue and a few clear, not beads. No beads today, just crystals. And I think that'll work. Actually, I'm going to give it a twist like that. There we go. That should be fine. I'm going to twist nice and close to those beads. There are 4 there. And now I'll put a leaf to kind of fill in that space, but they'll be all over the hoop, so it's really not going to matter. I'll try. It's easier to just throw a leaf. But I keep this fun. And we may not do all the beading on part 2, that's okay. I think I'll take my time on this one. There we go. And one more, like that. After every leaf, always get in there however you can. Twist with your longer wire, even though mine are long, it's a good habit. Put a couple of little twists in after a leaf or else it won't look good. And then throw some more beads on your wire. I'm gonna keep this fun and easy, and hopefully you'll like it. Something different. Oops. Okay. I'm trying to put a small next to a large, like a 4mm next to a 8, because they just seem to fit better. And this should go to our hoop nicely. And we'll tighten it up. just not right now. So bring it to your hoop, wrap it around your hoop, cross it over, pass your wires down. Right now they're long, but once we get to the top, there'll be more beads or crystals. We'll see. I'd rather have it a little bit longer. We're all going to cut those off. Like that. Had a bead under there and I couldn't close. There we go. That's the first section right there. First section of the section. Now we'll go on to the next one. And I think here we'll put a leaf. And bring that right up. I'd like it a little shorter than that. Just support your work and twist your little leaf on there like that. And that's perfect. Now you're going to put a few twists in your wire like this. Always after a leaf, put a few twists. And then we'll put some beads. Crystals. We'll call them beads. And right there is a 6mm bicone. We have a bunch of different shapes and sizes here. So for these blue are 8mm, and we have 8mm clear ones. 4, 6, and 8. That's pretty good. Okay, so now get nice and close. Just pull your beads down. Put in a few twists like that. And I'm going to bring it one more time because I'd like to put a leaf, and I'm going to use my longest wire to add that. It's just a good habit, even though my wires are long, I have come up short on many occasions, and then I have to fix it. And because I don't edit, you learn how to do that too. It's not ideal, but you save your work. Now, got those 3 bicones on there, and just twist out the leaf like that. And that should fit nice right there, see? Perfect. And now, support your work, and put in a couple of little twists right there, like that. And now we're going to just carry on. Throw some beads on here. I like to put a blue after a leaf. I don't have to. Something big and something small. Let's see if 3 will work there. We can make it work. Let's see. Let's just mess around a little bit. I think I'll put 4. See if that works. That'll work. And just throw a couple of twists. There we go. I'm going to slide that up a little bit more and twist it a little bit closer to the beads. Try and fill in that space a little bit. And now bring it to the hoop like that. Bring those wires up. Now if I was only beading on 1, I'd wrap it twice. I like to have 2 wires on the hoop. Just keeps it nice and stable. Pass it down in between that branch and the previous. bring it up, cross it over, and clip it off. I like to do that now. Before, I used to wait and do them all at the same time, and it can be messy. So now I'll just do this way, and it makes it nice and neat and easy when we finish with the beading and shape up our tree. Now what I'd like to do here is put on another leaf. I think I'll probably do that a lot for the first bead, or the first beads. I lost it. Trying not to ruffle these up too much because they make horrible noise. I feel like I'm talking softer today, and I should be talking softer in the morning. But ask me why. My husband's home and the door is open, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if I can twist this on. That little click is my wrist. Sorry. Okay, just like that. Now, I'll put a couple of twists on here. And support that little so it doesn't break or bend. And now we're ready to put some more beads on here. I think that will be too big. Try this one. How's that? Oh, that'll work. I'll leave it. I do like to put a small and a big. No, I'm going to take it off. If you don't like it, take it off. It only takes a minute. Because then I'm going to keep looking at it saying, oh, I wish I took that off. Okay, now we'll try it with a real small one here. And now we can put the other one back on. They don't have to be alternating colors. And that fits a little bit better. Pull down on your beads, cross your wire over, and put a few twists like that. And now, with the longer wire, I'm going to make a leaf. I don't have to use all 4mm. I can throw a bigger one on there for the leaf. I'm just so used to doing it that way. Well, maybe I'll break that habit. Oh, that's real tiny. That must be a 2mm. Sometimes when I haven't bought these in a while. When I got like a kit, it would come with 2, 4, and 6. Sometimes I bought them. I think if you're new, I don't really buy a lot of new stuff because I've got canisters full of beads from over the years that weren't chosen, that were left over, and that's what I'm working with. My whole purpose for this channel is just to show you that you can do something beautiful if you decide to make this your craft. You don't need to invest a lot. Check out the playlist. You'll see that you can start off with minimal supplies like tweezers, dollar store tweezers, a nail clipper, and some seed beads. They're very inexpensive, and it makes a beautiful tree. So you'll find all that on the playlist. Oh, I think I like that blue one. It's a different color. I did pick through some of these, and I'm not going to do that one. I picked through my bead collection looking for some different sizes so I could alternate them. That's what I do. Pick through them. You'll notice, like, with not so much the crystals, but with the beads, they don't always have a hole. They're not always a perfect shape because they're not brand new. They are picked through, and the unchosen that I had in little bags until I finally realized, oh my goodness, I have got pounds and pounds of seed beads and crystals and assorted beads. And that's my story, if you're new here. So you don't have to keep asking where I get my stuff. But I do get it on Amazon, and I do have links. Not a link, but information. I'm still learning. And if you've never made a tree, you're learning too, so we have something in common. Bring that up and bring it over. Clip it nice and close, like that. And just push those down. So now we have completed the first section of our tree, and now we're going to have some fun. This is when we get to move stuff around and shape it up. So I'm going to put this down for 1 minute. Take a sip of my iced coffee. Sorry about that. I do that often. I have an issue with hydration. Okay, so what we're going to do, I like to put my hoop firmly flat on my hand. I'm going to push out, push down with my thumb. Get in there however you can. This is totally different, a different shape than I normally make, so we'll see how this is going to turn out. Just give a little bend, a little twist, put a little shape into your branch, like that. Move them around, down to the bigger one, like right here, and hold on to everything that you possibly can. That just makes it so that you're not going to break a wire. I've done that a lot. I try not to. There we go. And go down here. Put some twists on all of them. Anything that has a straight wire, put a little twist. Makes it pretty, and it adds dimension. Even the leaf. If it's a longer stem like this one here, a little branch, hold on to it, put a little twist, and then get to this one here. This is the one I like, because this one just helps to shape up the whole thing. Get in there and give it a twist. Pull it down a little bit, twist and a tug. And now that section is done. Now what I want to do, which normally I wait, I think today I'll do it. I think I want to put a bend right here, like that. Give me an idea on where to place my branches, because it is different. Oops, bang that light again. So if I were looking like that, that's not too shabby. I like it. Something different. And I think now is a good time for me to maybe see if I can do it with my fingers first. Give it a little bend. And then, well, I want to bend it one way, like that. And then bring it back another way. Usually I use the flat nose. I think that should work. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's try it with this one. No, I don't want to mark up my wire. I will use this one here. Just let me smooth that out a little bit. I'm not going to squeeze because it'll flatten it out. I don't want to flatten it. Oh, I think I just squeezed a little bit too much. There we go. Like that. This wire is awful soft for a 22 gauge. I've noticed that lately, and this is the wire that I use. I just don't understand why, but it is what it is. Alright, let's move on, and we're going to put a leaf here, but because we have such a big space, I think we're going to try it with, I think we'll do 2 small bicones, like that. I'm wondering if I want to use a round one or that one. I think we'll put 1 bicone, and then that round one, and this one. I could just have kept it 3 and made it longer, but you know, let's try something different. Just slide it down, cross it over like that, and twist it. Wow, that's a bigger leaf. I like it. Something different. How pretty is that? Fill in the space. Plus this is going to go that way, so it does fill it in nice. Now, with the longest wire, we're going to just throw in a few twists like that. And move my tools. Let's bead. That'll work. Like that. And make another leaf. I actually like it with the bigger bead. I was thinking of putting a blue, but I think I'll stick with the clear. But instead of using 4mm, I'll stick, oops, not that one. That was a jumper. There we go. Let's try it with that. Oh, I like that. I told you it was going to be different. A little extra today. A little spacey. Like that. I like it. And then I'll cross them over and put in a few twists. Like that. That's good. They're getting all cloudy because my hands are very warm. Slide that down and give it a few twists like that. Now let's see. Oh yeah, how pretty is that? I like it. Definitely different. When I see a pink bead, because I picked for them, for the little light blue ones, it's the thing, guys. I'm not going to buy them. I've got them. They're just all mixed up everywhere. So, my potluck beads, they serve me well. These look like they're going to start getting really long now. That's long enough. I'm going to just put another twist in there. Bring it to my hoop. Like that. Oh, I like it. Let's bring this up. And I'm standing, and I should be checking to make sure I'm still in focus at all times, but I have not been. Sorry if I am not in focus. Let's see how long we've been here. Oh, it's only been half an hour. Okay, we're doing good. I don't want these to be long. I'd rather make them in a few different sections, parts. Okay, now let's carry on. I'm going to put a few twists in that one, like that, just a little bit. Going to add a leaf. Let's see what we got here. You can see how they're clouding up in my hand. They will clear up. It's just not stuff, what can I say? Look, it just clouds right up. It's like my glasses when you get out of the shower. Well, that's what's happening to my beads, but look, they clear up. That's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna get my fingers closer, like that. Twist out that little leaf. There we go. I like it. And now, with the longer wire, even though I have enough, the beads are big, so the bigger the bead, the longer you need to make your wire. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at how cloudy. Okay. Here's a round one. I usually stick with bicones when I buy them now, because I can easily, especially the smaller beads, I could pick them up easier than, you know, chasing them around. Like you see, I have all different sizes that I pulled out of mixed beads. If you don't know what that means, take a look and you'll see my canisters and my explanation of my supplies, my collection of crystals and seed beads that I just threw all together and work out of the mix. I like it that way. I think we'll put a leaf. I think this one will be, let's see, what do I have? Maybe a big bicone? I can do that, but I want to use this wire. It's longer. Because I want it to be not too close. Oh, that's a big one. That was 4 and 6 millimeter bicones. I like that. That's something I might start doing now. Just not always using the 4 millimeter depending on the size of my hoop. I kind of like the round one better. But it's good. Look. That's a big leaf. It'll fill in a nice space. And then I can just give it a little bend like that. I'll bend it more when I'm done. Now, a few little twists. Like that. These are 8 millimeter. I wish I had some 6 as well. Oh, that doesn't look good. When you have two big ones side by side, it just leaves a big gap. Even that, maybe. Yeah, I don't like that either. That's alright. We'll just swap it out. I'm probably being a little too picky right there. And I don't need to be. Because I've been doing it like that all along, the other way. That's alright. Just slide them down nice and tight. And throw a couple of twists in there. And now we'll beat it up. try this one. I think that should work. Does that reach the hoop? It does. Look at that. Cross it over like that. Support your work. Bring up those two wires. Pass them down. I think I know why I'm talking a little soft and less, because my husband's home. I don't want him to hear me. I know, that's kind of silly, right? Especially if you know me, I'm not quiet. I'm like another... There we go. Get stuck in there and then I can't. It's a little longer than I like, but you know what? I'm just gonna catch it really good. I'm sorry about my hands and my thumbs and my skin and my mess. I'm peeling everywhere from the beach. So I had mentioned yesterday that I wanted to go for a walk, and I ended up not. It was fine. Another day to relax. Okay, so I'm going to get in here like this. I'm going to hold on to this little leaf right here, because this one here definitely needs to be, have a little bend right there. That's good. Maybe a little bit more, like that. So I'm going to pull this out anyway. And we'll put a little one right there. Just hang on to the beads. And do it again. And now, we'll get in here and do that one. The leaf. Yeah. Now, let's see. Oops, sorry. Take a look and reflect on our work. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely different, but as we fill in the other side, we'll move them around, shape our tree, and then we'll play with these roots and see what we can come up with. I'm liking it. Something different. I think after this I might start playing with the flowers and all the different color crystals that I bought. Try that. We'll see. I don't know. I still want to work on the double hoop with you. Been a little sluggish lately, not putting out as much as I usually do. I like the round one better, I think, instead of just bicones. And that one there is another tiny one. I don't want to use that. I'd rather stick with the 4mm like that for my leaf. And make a little triangle like this. Hold it. I actually want to shorten it up a tiny bit. There we go. And then just twist it until it closes up that space. Like that. Perfect. Now, you can just bend that if you want with your fingertip. Actually, I'm just going to put a little bend in because I don't want it to break up there. So, there we go. That's better for me. And then I'll come back and do those two. And I'm going to start with this longer wire and put in a few twists like that. Now we can get back to business and put our crystals on. Sorry. And let's take a look. I'm going to twist with the longest wire right there. Hang on to your work like that. Put another one in there. I got the longest one here. I'm going to put another leaf right there since I took a quick drink. I'll check my phone. I'm waiting for Amazon. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to switch them up so it doesn't look all the same. I think that did it. And now let's put a few twists in there, like that. And it's time, I think, for a leaf. And we'll put it on the longer wire. It's good to, if you're going to use a leaf when you've started to get into your project, to use the longer wire. And also, when you're not using a leaf, twist with the longer wire so that they come out about the same length. I'm surprised so far. I mean, 22 inches is a lot of wire, but I've come kind of close. Not wasting too much. Okay, get that little leaf on there. That one I used just the 4mm bicones. And it fits nice right there, I think. What do you think? Okay, now we can bead up. Oops, sorry for all that noise. I just don't see any smaller beads down there. I'm going to let this go for an hour, and then we'll call that part 2 done. I don't want to keep you for a long time. I want it to be fun and interesting for me too. Okay, so let's slide those down as far as we can. This one needs another bicone. Here we go. I want the wire to be closer, like that. If you can see that. I don't like it when I don't have them close. That works. Okay. And now just twist them together like this. See, the colors it really doesn't matter. I just want the sizes to fit. Bring it to the hoop. Support that work. Bring it up like that. And cross it over. And bring it down, up, and around. Now we're going to clip off those 2 wires like that. We're going to tuck them under, like that. Perfect. And now we get to go to this one. And this one, I'm going to just twist it out a tiny bit more. And I think we'll put a leaf. I don't want to dump out more clear crystals, so I'll just pick a little bit, because I think we'll finish this last branch, and we'll call it part 2 done. And then we'll continue on for part 3 of beading and embellishing. Don't know yet what I'm going to do. I know what I wanted to use, but I cannot get a jumping on it. I do have the rings that look like a key ring, and I just can't, for some reason, I have a hard enough time with just the key ring, so they're really hard. But this is what I wanted to use. Oh no, we can't do that today. We have, edit that, never mind. Originally, I would like to have used that crystal. Had I not put the roots on the outside. See? I'm paying attention, aren't I? Okay. Oh, that's alright. It'll work. We'll make it look alright. I was gonna say maybe that leaf should be over here. I think I might. I don't know yet. You get to move it once. Only because we're gonna have a big section. I mean a big space right here. I don't know. Let's see. If I can do it with this one. I don't think it'll look as good. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna just keep going the way I've been. Yeah. I don't want to change it up too much. The leaf doesn't have to face down. Right? It's my tree. Okay, let's see. Oh, they're clouding up. Look at that. They are no longer clear. Okay, let's twist that. Now we can put a leaf, but I need this longer wire. And we will use wire 3. I do. And I will use a round one. It'll be a big leaf. Do I want a big leaf there? Yeah, I guess. Why not? I should put one on the other side too in that big space. Let's see. Don't know yet. I'm going to slide that up a little bit, like that. And twist my leaf until I close it up best I can. And then we have it. Not bad. Not too shabby, guys. So, I'm going to twist with this one. Yeah, a little bit longer. Twist with the longer wire. It's a good habit to keep. Now, let's see. What can I fit here? I'll put that. And a bicone that I almost dropped. Two will do good. It'll do nice. And we'll alternate over here, and we'll put a bicone to fit next to that big blue one. And something smaller. Maybe this one. We'll try this one. Yeah. Yep. That's cool. Just twist that up. Bring it to the hoop. Bring it up again. Cross it over. Like that. Bring it up. Cross it over again. Cut them. Push the wires down and bend them back like that. Are we up to an hour? 49 minutes, guys. So now let's just take a minute and reflect on what we have accomplished. But first, we have to shape up our tree. I'm going to hold on to my leaf and give that a little bend. I'm going to hold up here and give this a tiny bend. I'm going to get under here. And, geez, this shape is different. Okay, so I'm going to hold up with my finger and put the pressure like that. I'm going to bend it right here. Sorry about that tape. In there. And a nice bend right here. And we're going to put one right here. And now let's move this up a little bit and just help that leaf to fall into place. And this is the top section, so we're just going to slide that up and slide that up. And then that will be it for today, for part 2. I could keep going, but I think that's good. And this is where I'm going to leave it off. And we'll come back and we'll do part 3. We'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for being here.